Alrighty, round 2 for this video. The first video, my memory card ran out of memory card, so I gotta record it all over again. Anyway, this video is about how I organized my Great Ocean Walk. I'm sure you've seen the previous video of the drone footage and the cinematic views and landscapes and whatever. Anyway, this is video all about explaining how I organize my trip so you can do it too. Okay, first off, you need to organize an itinerary, right? So I've got my dates, I've got my campsites, the names and the kilometers and the distance and yada yada yada. To get all this information, you can get to the Parks Victoria website, which is parkstay.vic.gov.au/great-ocean- Anyway, I'll put a link in the description below. Now, once you've organized all your trips, you can book your campsites on the website. So there's about 7 to 8 campsites on the trail, and the average distance from campsite to campsite is about 10 to 12 kilometers, easy. I actually, for the first 3 days, I skipped a campsite, so I was walking about 20-25 kilometers a day for the first 3 days. But after that, my back really got tired because my heavy backpack. I didn't bring any poles, and it was pretty straining on my back, my lower back. I've got a bulging disc. So anyway, take your time, stay on every campsite. Per campsite is gonna cost you about 16 Australian dollars. It's not much, right? You can go online, and online as well on that same website, you can find all the information that you need there. And there's even a map, like a Google map kind of thing, to show you, pinpoint exactly where these campsites will be. And the entire 104 kilometers that you'll be walking is on the coast. All right, you'll go through over cliffs, over beaches, over bush, forest. Beautiful. It's magic. It's simply magic. And it's so easy. I didn't even need my GPS. I didn't even need my map, so there'll be markers at every single step of the way. And it's impossible to get lost. I did not once pull out my GPS. It was so easy, like a 2-year-old could do it. Well, no, don't get your 2-year-old to do it, because that's stupid. Anyway, first off, once you've got your itinerary done, right, you got a little piece of paper like this, then drive on straight to Apollo Bay. All right, so Apollo Bay is where the Great Ocean Walk starts. Go to the visitor center and you will get yourself a little map. So this is a 1 in 25,000 mapping map, like so. You got all the details, all the contour lines, but to be honest, I didn't really use it that much during the day because I only used it to plan my day ahead the next day. What is really good about this map is that you will get these little information down here. Right, little information down here will let you know on what the terrain will be like the next day, what you'll be facing up against, and also some warnings on the tide charts and whatsoever. I'll just give you a small little read on one of the information here. Day two of the walk takes you beneath tall, wet eucalyptus forest for most of the stay, and climb up from Elliott River and down into Blanca Bay. Can be wet and slippery at times. So I'll give you information like this and yada yada yada. It's really good to get this map. I think it's about $12 for this map. And if you don't want to buy this map, it's fine, because every single campsite there is a map like this posted on the hut. All right, so all of these campsites are very, very well facilitated. There's water, and every one of these campsites, they're not drinkable, so you gotta bring your filter or purification tablets for water. There's also toilets, and some of these, the views on this toilets, beautiful. One's perched right on top of a cliff, and while you take a shit, you get the view of the fucking ocean. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing. Do it, fucking do it. So anyway, you get this at the visitor center in Apollo Bay, right? What else you can get is, I've got this is a scaled down map of the whole place, but to be honest, I didn't really use this at all. You could also get a free, so they'll print out the tide chart for you. So this tide chart will list out every single day when the high tides are coming, how high are the tides, how long will they be there, and also the weather. So there is very limited in Wi-Fi, or no, not Wi-Fi, very limited data you get of signal on the trail. I did not want to pull out my phone. I do not want to, so I didn't check. But I know there's close to no signal, so I got my weather printed out at the visitor center here. All right. Very, very useful to have this, so you can plan your day ahead together with your map and make sure you get to the campsite before the high tide comes in. I will not dwell too much on detail, just get it at the visitor center. Next is parking. So if you are driving from Melbourne to Apollo Bay, I think it'll probably take you about 2 hours. If you want to take a nice coastal road and a Great Ocean Drive, yeah, Great Ocean Drive's nice, but it does not do justice on the Great Ocean Walk. Right, so if you get your car, where to park in Apollo Bay. So at the visitor center, you get a map of Apollo Bay like so, like this. All right, and there is a street in Apollo Bay. It's an unrestricted parking area. You do not have to pay anything. It's for the public. It's free of charge. I've placed my car there for 6 days. It's fairly safe, but I cannot guarantee that your car will not be broken into. All right, it's your discretion, or your, at your own cost. All right, so my car she was fine. She's all right. She did not get broken into, and my experience, it's a good bet. Apollo Bay is a fairly safe place. All right, you can get a map like this. The parking area it's on Pascoe Street. Pascoe Street. Go to the visitor center again in Apollo Bay. Get yourself a map. They'll highlight and they'll let you know everything that you need on there. All right, so I think that's it. And on that link, I'll send you that government link in the description below, and that's where you get started on your plan. And man, I'm saying this track is it's magic. Like, the one word that I'm given to describe this whole hike is just magic. All right, it's so easy to get to. It's so easy to get in and out. And oh, by the way, the buses from the 12 at the end of the track, it's 12 apostles. The buses only come 3 times a week: Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. They usually come in the morning at 9:30. So you might have to get to 12 apostles by 9:30 that day. So I leave you on how you want to manage that. You can stay in a campsite the night before in Princetown. It won't be listed on the website, but Princetown has some camping sites there where you can camp out the night before. Leave, and it's only about 7 kilometers away to 12 apostles. So get up early that day. Get your bus at 9:30, and the bus that takes you from 12 apostles back to Apollo Bay is on the V line. You can buy that online as well on the V line. Yeah. And that's about it. Campsites, facilities are great. I've already mentioned about that, and if there's anything I left out, any questions you want to ask, comment below, send me an email, yada yada yada, and I'll answer. I'll be more than happy to give you any tips and pointers that you need. Bring enough food, and if your back is heavy, bring some walking poles. And yeah, subscribe, tune in for more videos. Like me on Instagram, mindfulexpeditions.terryk. All right, and stay tuned for more videos. That's right.